Let's think about those entrepreneurs for a second. And no, I am definitely not talking about those Instagram cloud chasers with the rented Lamborghinis. I mean, the real architects of wealth, right? The titans of industry. If you watch them closely, you'll notice something kind of unusual. They honestly don't look like they're suffering at all. Actually, they look like they're playing. It's like for them, building an empire isn't some miserable chore. It's just a really engaging game. And that's the massive disconnect. Because while most people out there treat their careers like a literal prison sentence, the top 1% they treat wealth building like a high stakes game of chess. Most of us are totally conditioned to think that money only comes from, better spreadsheets, luckier investments, or just endless exhausting hustles. But the real barrier to wealth, it actually isn't a lack of hustle at all. It's a psychological block. Welcome to what we call the seriousness trap. Basically, you've been wired to believe that building wealth literally has to be heavy, painful, and super stressful. So what happens? You sit down with your finances and just feel this immense crushing pressure. But here's the catch. That survival mode anxiety actually narrows your vision. It makes you entirely blind to real opportunities right in front of you, because when your brain is just frantically trying to survive, you're not creating anything. You're just reacting. And honestly, this is exactly why most people stay stuck. They're totally trapped by the fear of judgment. It's exactly like that person at a party who absolutely refuses to dance because they're terrified of looking foolish, right? We've all seen it. And in the exact same way, people refuse to take risks in business or express their true creativity because they think being serious equals being professional. But in reality, seriousness often just equals fear, plain and simple. So to break out of it, you have to completely shift your operating system. The top 1% don't work on their businesses. They build and play with them. They're constantly testing ideas, failing fast, learning quickly. They treat the entire market like a giant playground rather than some brutal battlefield. And let me tell you that one shift is a real game changer. Play lowers your stress, it spikes your creativity, and it unlocks that exact cognitive flexibility where the real life-changing opportunities suddenly appear. Now, there is a pretty brutal truth we all have to accept here. If you don't learn how to play while you're broke, you are absolutely never going to enjoy being rich. Seriously, even sitting in a massive mansion, you'll still carry that exact same anxious mind. Play is not the reward for wealth, it's the method to actually achieve it. If you don't learn to loosen up right now, you're just going to drag that heavy, terrified mindset into your new life, constantly worried about losing the whole shebang. So the real transformation here isn't financial at all, it's entirely psychological. First things first, you've got to catch and kill that inner critic, the one, that annoying voice constantly whispering, am I doing enough? Why isn't this working yet? Yeah, shut that down. Next, drop those heavy expectations, stop turning your goals into miserable chores, and finally, literally give yourself permission to ask the universe for ways to play. Intentionally seek out ways to inject some actual joy and lightness into your everyday process. Okay, so as we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with one ultimate question. Take a hard look at your daily grind right now. Are you building an empire, or are you just serving a prison sentence? It is time to stop suffering through your ambition and finally start playing the game. Take a really honest look at your mindset today and decide right now.